Hello, good evening. It's 9:30, and this video is about surveillance basically. I've been moving boxes the whole day, and we are in a good phase with our moving. On the day of the moving, we are not going to have so much to do besides some, valuables, and then we can go and celebrate. And I want to talk about this, and it's about privacy also. Surveillance, is basically the other side of privacy. And in Sweden, if you Google my name, I think you will get my address, and you can even get the information on how many people are registered on that address if there's a company registered. And in some cases, you can get like the last year or the 2 years from now, like the income or something, in a sense of like 50 to 100,000, 100 to 150, 150 to 200. So basically, and I've always been mesmerized by this. Why is this online? Because in other countries it's not like that, and of course you can always get the address to someone. So I understand that, but why make it so easy? Why put ordinary citizen under such a panopticon surveillance basically? And since we're moving, that's relevant, and it's also relevant in regards to these terror attacks. And this is what I want to get at. Every time a lunatic, a lonely drug addict, a medicated person drives a truck, takes his Kalashnikov, or blows himself up, or enters the cockpit of a flying airplane, or whatever, there is always information that comes out after a while that somebody knew that person was ill, had been radicalized. There were warning signs. In the case of Sweden, some of the smaller republics in Russia, or is it part of Russia now? Where sorry, a bit tired. But they said like, we warned you. And also in regards to the thing that happened 1.5 years ago in Paris or so, I think they had warnings about that. I'm not like, my mind is a little bit wary, so the detailed information, it's out there, and I guess you are informed about that anyway. But it's not about the details, it's about the aspect that every time something happens, it comes out later on that somebody knew, somebody warned, a government, the family members, the schools, somebody had warned someone. Or in the case of the pilot who entered the cockpit, he had the psychologist records, and so on. So there's always a hint. Now look at this. In 2008, people were out protesting in Sweden against the FRA law, FRA-lagen, the surveillance law, and that was 9 years ago. And from an intelligence worker, a former intelligence worker from Yugoslavia, even in the 70s, you had like posts, the light posts on the streets that had microphones and could record, because maybe a person lived there who they suspected of something. And by now, that surveillance technology is really amazing. It's been a long time ago since I checked out Jacob Appelbaum and what he's been up to. Maybe 2 years ago, I read about scanning technology. So they could basically scan a building and sort of suck out the information the person is transferring wirelessly or by cable. I mean, this is really advanced stuff. And the mind control also existed long ago, and it exists now. So I'm not saying everything has to do with this kind of mind control. Find an unstable person, use them for something. That's a theory. Conspiracies are a reality, and there are conspiracy theories. But what I'm trying to say is a bit more down to earth, and everybody can relate to that. And that is, how come I, as a citizen, have all my information out there, and you have, if you live in Sweden, Norway. I've lived in Norway, and it's about the same system they have. While all these mosques that are radical, not all mosques are radical, but those who are, do you think I believe that they cannot or don't have the ability to just listen in and hear what they are talking about? Like, are they talking about, oh, we don't want to shake hands with women, or are they more extreme than that? It's a joke. I mean, and nobody's questioning this in the media, in politics. Everybody's just going on a tangent of hate, of dividing ourselves. I mean, if you have followed my videos, you know I'm against the sort of open border policy. We need control. That's just a no-brainer. That's a truism. And truisms are hard in this reality we live in today. But I'm just mesmerized as how surprised everybody gets. And this is 2017. There is no such thing as privacy. And yet people can hang out, design bombs, buy parts to bombs, and radicalize other people through the internet or in various localities. It can be a mosque, it doesn't have to be. Maybe a mosque is just kind of obvious. But anyway, and we are supposed to believe that the intelligence agencies cannot have control and see what's about to happen. Or are they letting this happen? Are they really that incompetent that they cannot use all the latest technology? Nobody's asking those questions. And for example, today I don't have time to read up on all the literature I can get on this. But I will do some research on it after when we settle down a bit. I'm resting my arm on a box. But anyway, so and that's what mesmerizes me when I read the articles and the discussion about that. But if I were to download a video, if I were to miss my tax by some crowns or euros, whatever, or if they would know about it, and I would get punished. If there was a drop of oil that was profitable, they would know about it. But still, and even if like in this example of a person we know who's from Thailand, a very beautiful, honest person who's been working here, comes to visit here, like really a former monk, honest, simple, I mean not simple in a negative, in a good way, honest, and that person has a hard time just to get a travel visa to Sweden. So those people are on the radar, under the radar, or they are anyway observed, while people who are radicalized, who plan evil things, who gather together in Sweden, in the UK, in France, they don't have the capabilities to just go out and get them, but they can find out if a 15-year-old downloads a game and then let the Hollywood people, the Zionist-owned Hollywood, sort of force the Swedish government to punish that person and make them pay, and put them out as an example for the rest of the downloading criminals or whatever. But people who do evil deeds are just walking around. And we know that this is true. As the saying goes, you can kill 10 millions and you will walk a free man or a woman. But in our society, that goes for terrorists too. They don't die or get punished until they blow themselves up or kill others and then kill themselves. While we, the ordinary people, we are totally observed. And for who is this technology and all this surveillance in investments? Panopticism. That's what we live in. And just some thoughts about this. It's Friday tomorrow, so enjoy the weekend, take care, and all the best. Ciao.